Welcome to Sesanga Family Business. The chicken toe. Tugenda kwogera ku nkoko. Izaleya. The chicken pokweya tugenda kwogera ku kikuyise kituyina okuyita planning. Work risks ne accessibility. Tugenda kwogera ku emu. Those are the common mistakes in chicken farming. Common mistakes in chicken farming. Now, let's start with financial plan. What do I mean if I say financial planning? You are starting a poultry farm. So gamete utandika inkoko. Olyakuwadde idea njagala kutandika. Waliwo asesana mixed farm twogera ku challenges z'olina okubuuka. Osobola okubuuka bino bye twogera. We could get an episode Jizzy, but I'm not so will be copying up. Stick is really do kurama grumko. These are the challenges they have told you, and cook was zifuna. That will put it one. Would that be a video? Banan. It's different. Financial planning, work with six, and traceability. Those things are working a lot. So there, yesterday I watched that video on X when the president of Uganda was on Mirada and they were showing a farmer who produces 2,000 trays in a day. And he shows them, guys, here this, he shows them, but he makes 2,000 trays in a day. Guys, note, 2,000 trays in a day. Each tray has 30 eggs. Each chicken lays 1 egg a day. You know how many chickens that guy has? He's gonna do the math. When you go, it was posted by UBS. That's the National TV of Uganda. You can do the math there. When you do that math, look at the video. When you look at that video, you'd be supported when they are showing the business, the progress, yeah? Look on the space of the nut in the video. Look on the spacing in his farm. Yeah? And you guys tell me those numbers which they are saying they are applicable. Guys, leave those lies of politicians. I know their propaganda. Those things, looking to the area, the commotion of those chickens, if you have to have those numbers, you're producing 2,000 trays a day. Multiply by 2,000 trays a day. Multiply by each chicken has 30 eggs. And each chicken lays 1 egg. How many chickens does he have? If you look on that area, the area they said he's working for, and the video how we are moving, the way how farm is it, you could imagine the commotion which has to be that farm. For delivery cars, there's a bring in feeds, there's on each bringing in this, and this about those videos. Those are some of the storms in farming. Those things are look their hands on. Hands on. Follow people who are hands on and follow. Don't just follow any TikTok you see. Some things are not applicable with those nuts, mass of use. When you go to God's Marvin, that is TikTok I see. On the TikTok about goats, and they're doing their math every day and night. That was math on reality and not today, yeah. On the ground is different, but on ground we have our challenges. But how we go through those challenges come to scale profit or get profit is a different way. This is what as the Salmon Expand I'm trying to show you, because people are investing in lies and think they're gonna escape because just floating or not even floating their own need, diminishing their capital slowly by slowly. They think they're making profit, they are making losses day by day by day. Rolls are compiling, it's collecting money that we're thinking the next day will collect. No, because of wrong information given on TikTok and YouTube and the social media handles. Even with our own politicians, the people we follow and like look on to who have to guide us, our elders, but they're now misleading us. It's really upset. I'm a small business, just an individual doing farming. who has this, but tell me in Uganda, where can you sell 2,000 trays? Where is that market? 2,000 trays. And is that makes 2,000 trays? How many chickens are there? Because chickens are laying eggs every day. You mention them in that thing like that, but the eggs are not every chicken is laying every day. One may let the near doesn't net that they are like that. Eggs break. You know, to get 2,000 trays in a day, you know how many chickens that person has to have. Guys, these losses here, these wouldn't cup up them with by selling manure. That's why we do this ecosystem. You sell your manure so that you can get profit in chickens. You sell this so that you can make profit in chickens. You sell Karimwe, you come and spell, plant your own maize, you make your own fertilizers, you try to use this for so long as so that you can scale. Make your own feed so that you can scale profit. Without those channels, there is no scaling people are showing on the internet. That is follow us for the right truth. There's no, they are not there. That is what, that's financial plan. We're still talking about financial plan. Now, somebody's gonna tell you, capital is this, like those flies you hear on social media. Capital is this, then you go, okay, let's start. You start in the CNG, you reach up, not even on the windows, or putting him in the roof, the money is finished. Then you go for your loan. You pick your loan. After meeting that loan, what do you do next? You also in Site 18. By the time you used to buy the chicken, you don't have like two loans because the initial capital you were lied. These engineers lie you because they want to make a sale. They are like politicians that wanna promise something like with their powerful love as being your leader for a while. He's promising about your mercenarity. Among the 10 things he has done one, not even doing 8. Among the 10, not even doing 5. But among the 10 he had done 1, and he's even pointing at that one. As if he did magic to get to put it there. Really, people don't do that. Those engineers are gonna lie because they wanna make a sale. They just wanna get money as gone out of neighbor because they want to make a say, oh goodness, no, sit down, tell it to it. As teammate, dude, if you don't have time to sit down, at this generation on these 31st challenge and children, man, you just played. You don't know what you drink. You don't know what you really do. Wash your face, get some hot water, or if you need cold water, hot water is bland. Warm. Let some old water from the fridge and wash your face. Taste. Don't lie yourself. Don't pretend to have something they don't have. No. Planning is paramount, and when you're still in financial plan, please put contingency funds, as I told you in the other episode. Fruits in not even from the startup, even though you still have chickens like how you see us, and you have them there, they should be a contagious part, what we should call in our local language, miscellaneous money. Some miscellaneous ahotika inakuva farm. Taveriwo, nimbakozi, neveto mneskao miscellaneous, guyamba kungawa kuwisiminga keriko. Wabosa bamuala bera msauna, tuyeri, busy, wefundara busy, sija kwata fam, so siya famu niji. Aba kostu pa ikeleka miscellaneous ni kano kaini mtuwini vikapula. One other say, packet is a positive farm. Abana back to his mamadi wa nasis bonanga gramuzo mugati ni oops. Na afisa kwa kumigati wa mlidi amin. Atana popo ya tui namba, mkolo bumulu kumia tastripu kumia seed. I mean, yes, it's chief factor in farming. Now, let's go to, let's talk about what else we need. Capital, we have talked about capital for Jadian's fans, with that's miscellaneous money. Now, let's go to WAC 6. WAC 6. There is a local V6 in this job. Chicken farming, WAC 6. But how do we minimize these risks? And how do we minimize risks at work? Like with my worker there you see. How do we minimize my chicken poultries up? Let me say in my local language, Karina of rats or story greetings like this. Story greetings going up. He has to climb up, go down to bring that food. You see speaking, the food is done down. Like on the first food, the second food, and the third food. When the food comes out, measured, each floor has chickens. As chickens this could give. That risk of coming up and coming down, the path they need. What are your strategy, which are gonna ease your workers by CFAs and FAs, by certified farming assistants? How do I ease their work, their car they use their BAP? We're gonna specialize to minimize risks with the workers. Today, if a team is gonna put the food up for this week, is one team. The other one will only feed. Then the other day, if the other team is gonna put the food up in all floors, this one is gonna be feeding because it have eatables. I told you in this feeding management. Feeding management, you have to have eatable. If you follow us on our last episodes, either 2, 3 or 1, go in there and look for that part where there's food management and eatables in feeding. If we do that eatables in feeding, then you gotta specialize with workers. Then you have to make rotations too in workers. Because with rotation, one worker who is not switching up, who is missing some, getting feeds, this one is gonna do it. One worker who's not measuring properly, measurements of putting vitamin water, this one it. The next rotation the other one is gonna fix it. Now we keep on rotating, as I told in the other episode, as we rotate drugs, disinfectants, we rotate workers too. Because if this week these workers are the ones to count the number of chickens we have, because every day we spot out citizens are not laying, and we put those of which are sick, we have the sick base down there. Those of which are not laying, we specify them. And if we are to sell them as off layers, we sell them earlier on as off layers, because they are those chickens who are gonna eat your food on their own lane. That's why you see in those cages there, 3 bags in each place. 3 bags. 3 bags. Some people want to collude them and overcrowd them and put 4. They can fit it, they are small. But don't put 4. Those chicks from Turkey, they really big. They missplit 3 a now. You can't even put 4. Even you want to leave 2 of them inside. So be free, but the kid takes 3 inside. You have to, at the Sesame Farm, you will have to ease the life of the worker so that the worker can do efficient work, or efficiency can be measured at the farm. Oh, without that, nothing can be measured at the farm. Efficiency has to be paramount. Like how you see our manure is down, cleanliness has to be paramount, but it has to be paramount with the safety putting press, everything put in press, and when the workforce is put in place, when the workers are easy going down and coming up. Some are doing it this week, then they are back rest within the other week. Then put them something, a gym, some you say it is, oh, on Friday we have soccer, oh, on this we have this, oh, this we do this. Then there are some exercise games we should organize at the farm and put some competitions in teamwork, like the other campuses, like I do it in my goat farming. I do it in my goat farming too. Because it helps you manage things. It helps you always keeping them up, knowing what they are doing, always eager to do something. Because boredom also comes at the farm. Boredom is key. Boredom is also key. They have to put themselves inside because they're always working. They have to change something at this farm. The next part is gonna be traceability. What do we mean by traceability? I was sorry about that. I was receiving some calls I had to under that fact. I'm said during this call. I'm said during this call that we good now. Now, accessibility. How do we, what do we mean by accessibility? Accessibility. Records. 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 What do we mean by records? Accessibility is recording at the farm or bookkeeping at the farm. At the farm, what has to be paramount is bookkeeping. How do we do it at the salmon spot? Me, I am always telling you about us on what we do and how we do it. It's you to compare to go to different farms or no, this is the right move on blog or compare or change what you have been doing to something which is new. Now, at Sesama Mitspan, how do we undo records? Bookkeeping. This is what I mean by accessibility. Record keeping. Because at chicken farming, you have to know which drugs are using for vitamin. Which drugs, when is immunizations? When are the vaccinations? When is this? Those details matter a lot. Because if the chicken farmer is gonna have seasons of every chicken, they just keep on going every month. Now you have to know. Now this type of chicken I buy from Turkey, like us at the Ceramic Farm, we get our layers from Turkey. Now, if I get my layers from Turkey, I have my layers from Turkey, they left with 3 years. Yeah, this is resistant. I get my bites. Back you guys, I'm gonna kill you. I get chickens from Turkey and you're gonna go and buy chickens from Turkey. No, you won't take that. They're gonna give you a duplicate of whatever. My chicken from Turkey, I buy it in. I know exactly the breeder who does, and I have a nation-needed breeder. I thought, oh my chickens are not responding to this. I'm gonna email them next. Oh, it's not. You give them this, they're not responding to it. Oh, give them this drug. Then if I try that drug, if it's also not responding, then I'm gonna tell you, they're gonna advise me to something until I'm used to it, they react me. Then you're gonna find out what are the challenges. You have to buy from someone whom you can talk to, whom you can go back and ask. Enkoko zange zina mukaseniga gakoze ekyakozesa bano kozesa ino ligani kozesa ino ligani yenga breeder aleta enkoko eyo ajja kuliko midindira kya enkoko zaffe ffe tukozesa kino bwe sigwana kozesa kino naye obuzibu tulina challenge waffe mu Uganda nti betubulako enkoko baaba bafuka babuuse nnyo ne baveterinary balinawo okumutuukako n'okumukubira amasimu bali so busy bakugula ebagala oli ajanjabire enkoko zo okubala omwezi mulamba from shin bwewega yo kupikako famwalalike so kanda mu supply aliko. That's one of the challenges of the local market. People won't care. You buy your chicken from them, you expect for any challenge you're gonna find, you're gonna go back to them, okay, you give me this money, please, can you advise me as you go to kantu wayikanze kuddira shikumbuuza abako n'emmotoka eno emmotoka kino ekigibaddeko bahuule nti bano abaagikola kyekino ekigibaddeko nti bendi tiye kino kyekigibaddeko ddira kikoya gikole kubuulira nti ekyo ekigibaddeko nibakiwa ne computer. Uganda, you go and buy your chicken, you go back to the same dealer you bought the chicken okumubuuza when your chickens are first time they visit, they're only bossing around. Because they sent some money back 1 year ago for you suffering the next year because they are layers, they don't care. Those are some of the challenges our leaders have to fix in business. It truly was, and with these things are untouchables. One form about taking the corner who it gets hard. But those people need to be answerable. Because if they're not answerable, that means they're gonna keep bringing trash on the local market. They're gonna keep on putting trash on the local market because they know they are untouchables. We need You have a supplier who gives you a local chicken where they are good, whom you can relate to, whom you can talk to, who is reachable, who has a system where it is reachable, where you can get easy access. We cool these birds down very quickly. They need easy transport and ethical room treatment. Those are losses. Less eggs, more food is growing and is less production of eggs. And even you losing the chicks too. Then there's that audience where it has to be needed. But these people try to boss around. That's why at me as a sender, Mix Farm, I try to pull back. I want people I can eat, show them Zoom, share screen, look at my chickens in the kid, tell them this one, when it's there, tell me there is this medication I can treat, implement this, change this, then I work with them, and I do my good businesses moving. May come to a local market to start bossing me around. A friendly worker looking at the city like this, as if I did come and pay my 20 million to order my chicken. For somebody who has zero customer care, I'm not willing to settle for this. At the Sundance family business, settling for less, it's zero tolerance. We don't settle for this. We were all bald, naked, down, and speechless. Why are others different? That's what we always happen. Why? With us, we don't settle for less. We get our level grounds. So let's go to still on disability. We still on records, bookkeeping. How do you book your chicken? How do you record booking your chicken? As Sisanda Mix Farm, we have a chicken app, as I told you. You put in at this month, we vaccinated this. And this matic vaccinated this. Those things are in the app. They show you the patterns and the trends of the treatment. And the app is not gonna get water like a book and they poured water. Oh, we are putting water in the book. Oh, a water went with the book. No. The app store that iCloud, if when I get a different vet, is gonna come check on my chickens in my app. Recommend, it will tell you about the app on his phone, because when you come to my phone to get hired, we teach you. That's why I have CFAs and FAs, Certified Farming Assistants. Those people know what to do. They know how to use the app. They know what I'm speaking about. The F is Farm Assistants. My this, no. Those are the one of we train you how to use the app and how our systems run. Then you get to know how we do it. All updates, all communications, all assignments at our farm are done in the app. The cameras give us a clear picture of what is on the ground. Our cameras have a two-way audio. I can even be here abroad when I'm online and I tell, oh, you missed that part. And my worker is gonna hear me and reply to me, okay boss, let me put it again. They are two-way communication. They're all like 24/7. It's still on iCloud. And that's how secure it has to be. No, they think they saw my backup. That's record keeping. But what should we measure in? A farm app. But the government should help us with that. Many farmers are losing. People, it's like the government is encouraging these kids to steal us. There's no way we can track our animals. If they're stolen from our app, no way. These things we get them from outside technology and bring them for our own purpose. That's Sisanda Mix Farm. But what about why doesn't the government do it for others to stop this thefty? As they do have cameras, these trackers that have GPS that wouldn't know where your animals is. Let everybody try his part, because I can't be selfish and not tell you that. When it's applicable at my farm and when it's everywhere, how abroad, how the wise people, do you think there's no theft in Nigeria, no theft in America, there's no theft in England? People steal animals all over the world, but how do you keep your animals? Let's get help from government so that we can have better recording security of our animal. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for listening to the Samba Mix Palm. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.